Bricc Baby shit show
on,
in the
man?
building.
What's going on, man?
How you feeling?
Oh man, should I put on these headphones? I'm feeling great though.
If you want to, you can, but it's all good either way.
Yeah, I'm feeling great. You know, just sitting here fresh out this motherfucker, man. You know, trying to turn back up.
Hell yeah. It's good to have you in here, man. Fucking, I mean, I guess I'll just say I became a fan of your music probably 2013, 2014. You were going crazy. And I felt like your career kind of got stopped short at some point. Like you just kind of like legal problems got in the way and shit, and you weren't really able to turn up the way that you were my like first round draft pick for a while there. I was like, this dude's about to blow.
Man, that's like that 1 foot in, 1 foot out life. Like I was out here still in the streets, but I was rapping, but I didn't really like. Now that the streaming shit's going on, it's like, oh, it's a whole nother bag out there. But I was trapping, rapping, and still trying to be known, but I'm still doing all the street shit. So I was on the run for like 2 years. So that project, I was supposed to Nasty Diller too. I was supposed to get a big bag for that project. I had Chris Brown, Gucci Man.
Right.
I had Ty, I had Dirk on there. I had everybody on there. And then I wasn't able to go travel and do all the stuff that I needed to do. So
really,
yeah, legal problems, man. So
I feel it.
Nah, that guy.
Wait, so okay, give us a little bit of rundown of exactly where you're from and where you grew up in and around LA and shit.
Well, you know, it's Bricc Baby, but they know me as Shitty. You know what I'm saying? That's my name. I'm Lil Shitty, not the other Shitty, man. But I'm the real Shitty, man. You know what I'm saying? From rolling 60s, I'm out the 60s.
Right.
Out there in LA, South Central. So
the other Shitty that you're referring to, when I first heard about all that, which we can get to at some point, that was kind of my reaction. Is like, damn, all right, there's a bunch of people named Shitty from out that area.
Yeah, man, yeah. That's actually one of my little homies, but I really don't want to talk too much about it. But we could touch on there, but
right.
I ain't doing no interviews about the Nip shit.
I feel you.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, but so yeah, early on, you coming up, like where were you born and raised around LA?
I'm right here. All right, so look, I'm right from out of like South Central. So I grew up like in like on Slauson and Crenshaw, but I also grew up on Adams and like Crenshaw, like Crenshaw and Adams, Crenshaw and Jefferson. So I'm a product of both, but it's both two crib hoods. I'm out the 60s. But I went out to Atlanta when I was 17, and I was fucking with Big Meech and them.
Really?
Yeah, I had just got out of juvenile hall, and my mama wanted me to get up out of there, but I was playing basketball, so I went to Clark Atlanta University.
Wow.
And I was out there fucking with Meech and all them niggas, and then...
How'd you get tapped in with them right away when you went out there to play basketball?
Well, my cousin and my sister they boyfriends was from BMF at the time.
Oh, okay.
So as soon as I got out there, they like, little nigga, stay out the streets. Ooh, you know how that shit go.
Right.
So, yeah.
But okay, you get out there, how do you get introduced to BMF, and did they wanted you to stay out of trouble as well?
Yeah, they was trying to get me to stay out of trouble, because I was, you know, we from LA. We don't do all that hustling shit. We ain't no trap babies. I wasn't going, we out here running and gunning. You know, we flock and shit like that, but we gangbanging. So I'm going out there with that mentality, like I gotta rob somebody, you know what I'm saying? I'm fresh out of juvenile hall, but I'm going to college, so I'm trying to play the role as a college student. They like, man, look, you know, it's the game right here. They was putting me down with the hustling and all that shit.
Right, because I mean, I talk to people all the time. I had Scrappy in here yesterday, and he was talking about when he was coming up in BMF and how he's like, nobody ever did it like that before or after. It might never happen again.
It won't happen again. I mean, it was surprising that shit lasted for that long. So many people that you could trust, like people you could trust and all that shit.
Thumbnail.
Oh, yeah.
She's just taking a picture, yeah.
Yeah. What was I talking about? We were talking about, my bad, bro.
Just the BMF shit and you going out there,
yeah. Oh, no. So I was surprised that it lasted so long, because I ain't never seen that many people. I'm from a hood where, man, we kill each other and all that. So it's like I've never seen that many people making money in one place, not wanting to rob each other, not wanting to kill each other, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That took a special group of people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't say that didn't nobody snitch, because that's how everything came apart. But it was a strong movement, and it was positive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was paying kids like tuition to private school, shit like that. He was doing some cool shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, when your shit gets that big, you kind of got to start going in that
Yeah,
direction
just
a little
like
bit,
how El
right?
Chapo is.
That's
where
what I
he
was
from.
thinking
You
of,
see
yeah.
how El Chapo, he take care of so they couldn't even get nobody to snitch on El Chapo. That's when you a good person like that, you know.
Yeah, you always hear that about the cartels and shit, that they just like will actually help out in the community so that the community has a hard time saying like, oh, they're all bad when they're doing good things as
This
well with
dude
some of that
built
money.
the church and all type of shit down there. El Chapo, he go.
For sure. But did you start to get into some crazy shit out in Atlanta? Because I feel like you're the type of person who's probably going to have a hard time keeping your nose clean.
Well, hell yeah. I caught a case on campus at like 17. I just turned 18, matter of fact. And I got caught with like 35 pounds of weed.
Holy shit.
Yeah, in the mail. Girl told on me. I ain't gonna say her name. She famous too. She an actor.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay.
She told on me.
She told on you for no reason?
I mean, I got it mailed to her house. So.
Oh, okay.
I got it mailed to her dorm room, so you know how that shit go.
Oh, man.
But yeah, so I really started like the Crip shit like out there. Like I was the first one. I ain't gonna say I started it, but you know what I'm saying. Like I was the first one out there banging 60s. Me and Longway, that's my brother-in-law.
Right.
Pee Wee Longway.
That's how you met him?
So we started MPA together. Yeah. So I came down there when I got kicked out of school. I'm like, damn, am I gonna move back home? So I'm back and forth from out there. And Pee Wee had just got out the pen in like 07 too.
And this is like before people knew Pee Wee as a rapper, right?
Yeah, we wasn't rapping at all.
Okay.
The only person rapping that we had over there was Thug. It was Thug and Duke. We was managing Thug, Duke, and Wicked at the time, and we was paying like Done Deal to make the beats and shit. This was like 08.
And this is Thug super, super raw. Like nobody really knows about him yet in
Nobody
08.
know who Thug is. That's like Pee Wee little cousin though.
Really?
Yeah, so it's like a family. Like that shit was like a family, and then everything just started turning up. Like I went to jail. Well, I met Pee Wee. We start going like no LA, like all the people in Atlanta know, like nobody from LA comes to Atlanta and then goes to Zone 3 or go. I went straight to the hood. Like after I got kicked out of school, I'm like, shit. Only place I'm comfortable with shit like this. That's why I be feeling Dirk when he say the trenches where I feel the safest. Like I ain't finna be in Buckhead, and I came from some shit like, you know what I'm saying, Bankhead. So I'm down there in Bankhead. We going to the clubs. I'm living in the projects with Pee Wee. And we doing our thing, and everybody starts seeing. I start flying like my little homies down there. They start seeing the movement, and they just start gaining and gaining and gaining. So that's how MPA really like got our stamp. We like the big homies of Atlanta, and I'm from LA.
That's
you know what I'm
what's up.
saying? But like, yeah, me and Pee Wee, we really started that whole blue movement. Everybody was Bloods. Like that's why everybody wanted to be like Lil Wayne. Like I went down there around Hurricane Katrina time.
Uh-huh. But it wasn't any kind of conflict because you got Thug out here as a Blood, and then you guys are Crips out there?
That's Lil Bro. That's why every time you see Thug, he on Slauson. Or he doing some shit like, you know what I'm saying? He don't really, I told Thug, like, man, he didn't ever want to switch no way, but I told him, like, man, I'm going to just introduce you to some powerful Bloods, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to get with this movement. Just stay doing what you doing. You don't want nobody to say you hood hopping and all that.
Yeah.
He wasn't ever thinking about it, though. I ain't saying it like that, but you know what I'm saying? So I start showing him the game with what's going on the West Coast, too.
Right.
You know, I took him in front of Nip in like 09 and told him to work with him. And Nip was like iffy. Thug was slime then. He was real like, you know what I'm saying? He was out here robbing shit, doing all, you know, regular hood shit. So,
and I mean, when Thug was coming out, like his style was so different, so unique, and like I could understand probably a lot of people would have heard it and not thought it was
they
good.
Like, oh, he's a Wayne. He's trying to be like Lil Wayne. I'm like, in a sense, but he going crazier than Wayne. You got to listen to him, and then nobody like, we were like the first believers of Thug.
Did Thug kind of motivate you and Pee Wee to start rapping in a way?
That's exactly how it happened.
Really?
You know, we getting high when that Molly came out. When that Molly came out, that's when I became a rapper. When Molly hit the streets, I used to get high and be in the studio, listen to them, like, fuck it. And that's where my style come from. You know, we be like, he from LA, but he sound like he from down there.
Right.
I ain't start rapping out here. You know what I'm saying? I knew, like, I always played around when we was younger and, like, was playing, you know what I'm saying, like freestyling. I get off a Thizzle and start, you know what I'm saying, like back when Thiz was hot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was doing shit like that, but I just started rapping when that Molly came out. It gave a nigga a whole new.
See, that's one thing I was thinking about you when I was going back to all that shit. I was like, bro, people don't talk about doing this many drugs as Bricc Baby was talking
I'm the
about.
first. I like, I'm the source, bro. You know what I'm saying? My little homie gave me that shit, free boogie down, the free RS. My little homie gave me that day when I came home. Like, bro, you the source. You know, you really, motherfuckers come to you for everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really where they get this shit from.
Right.
I've been sipping lean since 06. I've been doing since 06. I was buying pints for like 120. Activists.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? The old people just like, what is that? Man, let me get that. 120.
Good old days.
I was setting the prices. I was selling $20 lines and doing shit like that. You feel me?
Wow.
Way back then. Even in Atlanta, they gonna tell you. I was telling them like, man, that's high tech. That's red. That ain't activists. They getting 8s. Like, man, this act. Like, nah.
Right.
That's lean though, but it ain't.
Did you feel like it was normal to be doing that many drugs at that time in LA, or who even influenced you to think that? Because like, yo, you were really taking it to an extreme. Especially, I seen you in an interview telling some stories that were like scary.
Out at jail.
Yeah, bro, that shit was scary.
Look, the set, but look, yeah, Lil Wayne's my favorite rapper. I've been wanting to be like Wayne since I was a kid. Like my mama would tell you, like, you feel me? So it ain't that, but it's like, oh, what's in Wayne cup? What's that over there? You know what I'm saying? Then I start trapping. So now I'm like, fuck it. I start popping thizzles. Mac Dre is my favorite West Coast rapper though. Always been. I know every Mac Dre song top to bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my guy.
A lot of LA people have no idea about that.
Yeah. But see, I've been going to the Bay buying pounds since I was like 15.
Wow.
I was catching the train up there. Amtrak.
Who taught you how to hustle, man? You had a lot of ambition that a lot of people don't have.
Well, my name is Bricc Baby.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how you got that name too.
My first mixtape was Son of a Brick Lady. My mom had an indictment for 2 tons, and I think her indictment came out like 95 or some shit like that. But my whole family is hustlers. My dad been to the feds. Mom been to the feds. You know what I'm saying? Everybody did they. You know what I'm saying? I don't come from no gangbanging ass family. I come from like a hustling family. So, but my generation, they the generation right before gangbanging. Then my generation, that's what's going on. Like they didn't ever keep me out the trenches, but we always had money. So I was always the popular kid with the fly shit. But I'm into all the bullshit. I'm at my grandma's house 5 days out the week. You know what I'm saying? And she live in the trenches. There's 8 of us over there. You know what I'm saying? She done adopted all my little cousins and shit. You know, the crack, all my aunties and shit was fucking up at the time. You know, crack was heavy then. So that's what I was telling people.
It's tough to manage being a drug salesman as well as a drug addict at the same time.
Yeah, but you can't sell the drugs that you do.
Right.
Biggie Smalls told me that. Don't get high off your own supply.
I'm going to assume that you probably have broken that rule.
Well, only with weed, weed and lean. But I've never, like, if I'm selling lean, like, I have to have a lot of it. Or when I was selling drugs, I'm rapping now. But when I got to have a lot of it. So when I was selling weed, I have enough. Like, I'll buy my smoke sack, then I'll buy my re-up. You get what I'm saying? It's the only way you going to make some money. And like, with the pills, like, and all that shit, I wasn't popping perks and shit and all that shit till later on. And then, but I really I was popping perk 30s when they was $4.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing all the drugs, so I just like, you know, I know how to manage and steal, but it do fuck up your pockets. It do fuck up your pockets. But like, if I'm selling lean, I won't have no pounds of weed around. Or if you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm doing. All right, I buy a smoke sack of this. If I'm selling pills, 10 of these is mine, and
right,
these 1,000 go this way.
Yeah, because I mean, you can sell it and do it, but you just have to have a lot of self-control about how much you're doing.
You got to be moderate. Yeah. So I don't know. That's just experimental. I like to.
Right. So you witnessed. Well, I guess Thug started to blow up way before Pee Wee, right? Or who started to like gain steam career-wise first?
Well, Thug was always our go-to, so it was Thug. We was voting for Thug. So
right.
It's like, here, Gucci, we got Thug. I was in jail. Like, hey, look, Pee Wee met Gucci. See, we been fucking with QCP before it was QC.
Oh, really?
Before he was even thinking about managing nobody. So, you know what I'm saying? Him, Pee Wee, we all was hanging and banging back then. And I went to jail 2012. And I did like 16 months. When I came home, it was MPA 1017. I'm like, I come home, I'm with Gucci Man every day. I'm like, shit. You know what I'm saying? But we was voting for Thug, so Thug took off first though. We was voting for Thug and Duke. Them was the rappers. You know what I'm saying? We was playing. Then Guap like, Pee Wee, you need to take this shit serious. So Pee Wee started stomping down. Then when we came home, that's when Guap lost it. So I didn't ever put out my project with Guap.
Oh, so you had a whole project with him?
No, I was gonna have a team. You know how he introduced everybody and was putting everybody when I came home?
He put Dolph out,
Dolph, all of us was in the same little camp.
Right.
Chief Keef was down there. That's how I kind of met Dirk and them. I didn't meet him straight through Keef and them, but I met him through bands way back then. Like, we've been rocking ever since. Dirk, like you know what I'm saying, my ace-bowl coon now, though.
Yeah. That's crazy, though, just so that was that time period. Yeah, because, like, Gucci was making a lot of really dope music, 2013, 2014, putting on a lot of artists. That's around the time that he, like, sort of co-signed Migos and all this shit. And at the same time, that's when he started to just really start doing too much, and he ended up locked up.
Yeah, man. Too many drugs at once. I mean, love can drive you that way. Drugs can drive you that way. It was a lot of all that.
Yeah. Do you have any?
I ain't gonna talk about that man business, but yeah.
But do you have any regret when you think about that era? Because that's a lot of talent that kind of multiple people had their shit screwed up.
I wish I knew what I knew now, because I fuck all that verbal shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Not with Thug. That's my brother. But I was in Atlanta, so I'm in the hood. I'm hearing Rich Homie Quan before he came out. I'm hearing 21 Savage before he came out. I'm hearing, like, right now, I'm on Slime Life Shawty. Like, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on all the young niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been that person, like, bringing them out here. Like, I had Future. I turned LA on the Future. I was listening to Dirty Sprite 1 when it first came out, and I'm coming to the hood. Like, yeah, I understand, because, you know, I drink lead. So, and me and Future, that's my boy, too. I was with him, like, him and Scooter, the whole little Dirty Sprite 1, Streets Calling, all that shit. So I'm heavy in the culture. I brought them out here to do a song with Nip. And Nip, I ain't gonna say he didn't want to do a song with him. He takes longer to do music. So if it's a song, you would want to send it over. He's not the dude that you go to the studio and record with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You go get the vibe with him. You can record your part there, but he's kind of like, let me write that. He a perfectionist.
Right.
So he's not going to be done with a song that session.
All this, like, makes so much sense, too, because I remember being, like, confused about, like, how is Bricc Baby from L.A. when he don't really sound like, he's not rapping. Like, you know, there's a lot of people who rap from L.A. that kind of get stuck in, like, a mold, making shit that has a certain sound.
Like that mustard YG wave.
You went to Atlanta and, like, got all these crazy-ass influences from a lot of the rappers who ended up being, like, the biggest rappers of that time, and then sort of, like, embedded that shit in your music. Huh?
Yeah, that's what like, that was just us. We were in the living room. We had a studio in the closet. I came from nothing, and all that shit, that's from the closet. Long Way, first couple projects, Son of a Brick Lady, that's all from 2424. That's our trap spot. We called that the lobby. That's where all that running around the lobby come from. That was the lobby. Rich the Kid was living there, the Migos was living there, Guapo was living there. That was like the whole like, Thug was there every day. Everybody was there. That's where we all right, we going back and forth for shit. All right, go in there. You know what I'm saying? We in the road, we high. It's 6 in the morning. YDG, wake your ass up. Come on. We going in there. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I learned how to rap. Guapo really taught me how. He like, look, bro, you got to rap like you talking to the crowd. Like, while you in the booth, act like you doing the show. So that's why a nigga jumping around, the energy be different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's just like little tips like that. All them niggas taught me how to rap.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Damn, that's like so much talent in one place at one time.
Man, that's like, we got like over 2 billion streams coming out that spot for sure.
For real.
For sure. Streaming wise, we probably went crazy.
It sounds like a fucking boys camp, but where everybody's just making music.
I started the hood in Baby Hood.
Really?
We was in Oakland City. I forgot when they shut down the projects over there. We went to Oakland City. When they shut down Jonesboro South, everybody moved to Oakland City. Baby and them was right there. We had a spot right there, like on the same block as nigga Baby and them manager, Mama House, and all that shit. So I turned Oakland City into Lil Cali.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? That's the first wave. I didn't know Baby was really that young. I thought Cuz was my age.
Really?
Yeah, but that's why they was calling him Lil Baby, because he was trapping at like 14, 15, like how I was, but he was in it though.
That must trip you out that you had seen him that long ago and he was just doing his thing.
When he came home, me and Thug took care of shopping. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, he like was like the little nigga over there. Like he the loved one over there. That's like P little brother though. That's like Big Nose P little brother.
Who did he say though that was paying him to stay out the streets and just stay in the studio? He was saying that about, I think, Thug. Baby was saying that at one point. Like that.
Thug was the first one to have some millions out our crew. So he kind of like was the calm switch for everybody. Like, nigga, there's money right here. Try to do this.
Who actually got in your ear though, and like really made you believe that you had it to be an actual rapper yourself, and to start working on putting that full project together and everything?
Hood Rich, Rip, and Nate from Mixtape Kitchen. They like, man, do it. Like, you got something going, do it. And then my manager, he like, cause Brodinski, I was fucking with Brodinski for a second. So Brodinski found out about me through like a Long Way project or something. They was way in Paris. Lil Debbie and my manager was way in Paris. You know, Lil Debbie, that's my best friend. So
still,
yeah, still my best friend.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, she used to come visit me like twice a month. Yeah, she stayed there. That's like a real bitch.
You guys were trapping together?
She a real bitch.
You could tell me. You were trapping together?
Who? With Debbie?
Yeah.
Man, Debbie ain't trapping. Hell yeah. Nigga, she annoying in the motherfucker. She used to be driving while a nigga doing this shit. Yep. Up and down for the bay.
Wow. That's good.
But she ain't trapping shit. She's ready to cuss a nigga out. I got too many people around.
Right. Because, all right, the weird thing about our connection is that before I even knew who you were, there was a girl that I was friends with, and I used to be buying drugs off of her, number one, and just kicking with her a little bit. I never was messing with her like that or nothing, but she would be telling me about this crazy ass boyfriend that she had.
Yeah.
And then she said the name a few times, but then I start seeing the name popping up on like, YouTube or like friends even, I'm good, friends just telling me about like, oh, yo, you got to fuck with this dude Bricc Baby. And then I realized you're the crazy ass boyfriend that is driving my drug dealer insane. And I'm like, holy fuck, it's a small world right there.
Hell yeah. So that's a crazy ass story, bro. So
and she was friends with Lil Debbie too, so it was all linked together.
We was all living together. When I got out, the Gucci, right around this whole time, what I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? I got out and I got into some shit like a shootout somewhere where I was living, and I'm like, man, I'm fresh out, so I'm hustling, but I'm like, look, I'm fucking around. Debbie, that's my girl, like my homegirl. We kind of like was fucking around, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, bro, I just popped it up in front of mom's house. I gotta go lay low. She like, come over here, bring all your clothes over here. You stay over here. So like I started off over there, and then her roommate, you know what I'm saying, was keep on peeking out the door. So you know me, I go with my animal senses. I start sensing some shit going on, so it's funny because Debbie used to have like her little dudes come, and I used to be like, man, do your thing. I'm gonna go sleep in the other room. I used to go sleep in Taylor's room. So I was sleeping in that other room, and then sleeping turned into waking up like this,
For sure. But are you the kind of guy where if you start dating a girl, there's a pretty good chance that you're gonna turn her apartment into a bando?
For sure. 100%.
I didn't know if he was gonna admit it.
100 fucking percent. Take your whole house and we tried it out. Understand? But yeah, I'm going to that motherfucker and it's mine after that, because I'm any female that I fuck with, I fuck with so many elite niggas or people. Let me stop dropping the N-bomb. But I fuck with so many elite people that naturally we was in the trap together and all that shit, that any girl I fuck with, I'm turning your status up by even having you around when I'm around these people. Like you wasn't fucking rappers and basketball players for you was fucking me, bitch. Like, come on, man. They see you, and then as soon as I dropped you, you got everybody from A to B coming in this the type of lifestyle you got now. So you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna take care of you, dude. You know what I'm saying? So whatever I got going on, this is the bando. And you know what I'm saying? If you got a problem with that, then shit, bitch, I'm going.
Yo, but is that a crazy position for you to be in, where you're around all these like dudes who are like rich on paper? They got fucking money in the bank and shit because they're in the NBA or because they're selling records or whatever. But then meanwhile, you're kind of like purely like street connect at that time.
Yeah, it's weird. And then like it's hard to keep your head, like, with certain people that you know, like, when you was broke, nigga, I was buying you burgers and all that, like, then you own, then I see you, and then it's like, oh, like, you know what type of shit I was doing for you, so now you own, like you're, just know, you made 10 times more than I was making at that time, so you looking at it as I was feeding you crumbs, like, I had $100,000, you got $2 million, so the type of presence is gonna be different, but the same dude that was giving you $5,000 to get back on in, like, you supposed to look back out. But if you ain't thinking like that, fuck it. So it's hard to keep your head because I'm really from that. Like the 60s, you know what we do. You been living in L.A. Anytime something come up missing, nigga, they blaming us. You know what I'm saying? So you know how we coming, and you know how we coming with the rappers.
Right.
So it's like, damn, I fuck with you, but now you starting to look like food. You feel what I'm saying?
Because that was always my perspective on your shit back in the day. Is like, how the fuck does he have Thug and Dirk and all these different features? I was like, he has to either be like really, really tapped in on some street shit, or he's really, really providing the substances that people are needing.
That you always got to keep the best drugs. That's first and foremost. If you trap it, if you rap it and trap it, keep the best drugs. Keep what's in demand. It don't matter how much that shit costs, man. Spend your money on it because it's gonna start your relationships with a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm out that game now.
If you got the designer drugs, the shit people really want.
Designer. Yeah. You have to have Teslas, Perk 30s, Perk 10s in my cart right now. You know what I'm saying? It's some Metro Blooming, like, to get in the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, because now they calling you when they touch down. But now, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, we put a whole nother game down, and I did put demos down in both states. So, you know, LA the hub for over here and Atlanta the hub for over there. So a motherfucker come to me when they get up like, hey man, I need to, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker trying to make sure they straight. They got $300,000, $400,000 worth of jewelry on ride through this motherfucker. They know this a no-fly zone. So it ain't not dirking them. Like, people that's really from the trenches, I'm gonna tell you how we play, boy. If you really from the trenches and you showing love, cause we not gonna get on your ass. You get what I'm saying? Cause you got it like how we got it. It's these pretending ass niggas. You get nervous every time you're around a real nigga and all that shit. We own you. We smell that. You feel me? We sense that from a mile away. We gonna play. If you pay, shit, then you gotta pass. But nigga, you not getting up out of here without doing nothing for the set. Cause you don't have a hood that you taking care of. You're not from the hood. So you gonna do something. You get what I'm saying?
I feel it.
Yeah, you not from the hood. So don't you a black culture vulture at that point. Like, you rap about some shit and you ain't really from it. You know what I'm saying? They get mad at white boys for that. But white boy, I know some white boys that's really out here doing their thing. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, they holding it down as much as they can hold it down where they at.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why I be on niggas.
There's definitely a lot of rappers who are rapping about shit that they ain't really been a part of, and you know that might fly in a lot of places, but in LA, there's no shortage of dudes who want to check you for that.
Come on, man. We got people dying. We doing like, man, shit. I just was fighting a whole lot of bullshit just off of, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. And then you claiming this shit, you ain't providing for this shit. Come on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like niggas like Quando Rondo.
You're not fucking with him.
Boy, stop.
What is it?
Boy,
Explain.
stop it. Understand? Like, don't come to the 60s and want to provide now that bro them on your ass. You get what I'm saying? Like we ain't doing that.
Yeah.
At all. We not doing none of that.
Well, that's gotta be weird for you because you fuck with Dirk so much.
It ain't weird for me.
Yeah.
It ain't weird for me at all. Understand? You know what I'm saying? You're not from rolling 60s.
Oh, really?
You not from, nigga, LA rolling 60s. You not from rolling 60s, nigga.
Right.
On the hood. We didn't make that call. But you didn't put that on the board like you finna make this play. On the hood, we didn't make that call, nigga.
But didn't Big U and him kind of squash shit at a certain point, I feel
You
like?
gotta come talk to the streets.
Big U's a little removed from a lot of it.
Nah, he is the streets. You
Right.
gotta come talk to the people who feet in the streets. You gotta come clear yourself on both angles. You get what I'm saying? You gotta come holler at somebody.
I feel it.
Period. You went to go holler at Big U. You went to go holler at Hollywood. Like, that ain't Hollywood. He really my big dog. That's my big bro. Whatever he say, if he say hold down, we gonna try as much. You know what I'm saying? But don't. It's not that, because now you got little niggas like my little niggas, like the Score Gang and all that. You got little niggas that's really out here every day rapping, trapping, try to got the city on fire. Why you not fucking with them? Why you not fucking with them? You got New Jack, you got RS, you got nigga Baby U. You talk to Big U, why you didn't talk to Baby U?
Right.
Them my kids too. We all, that's who, listen, a motherfucker that older ain't finna be handling everything. So you need to come check in with everybody. If that's what you do. But you should have been did that before that.
Right.
You should have been doing that because you claiming rolling 60. So anytime a plane land in LA, you need to be pulling up by yourself, nigga, popping a bottle on the block. Come on, Crenshaw and Slauson about a mural. Pop a bottle on 6 kick it. You don't got to give nobody nothing. Let them feel like they your friend too. Nigga, you banging this shit. These the niggas that's going to jail for it.
I see.
You ain't buying them no guns. You ain't bailing them out with it. You're not doing nothing.
Right. If you go to the top of the ladder and you go right to Big U, that's not necessarily going to convince the rest of the pyramid, you're saying?
Well, shit, it would give Big U a lot of money so he can feed us too.
Okay.
You got to give Big U a lot of money. I don't know. That's some world star shit. I don't know. That's some, I don't even do this right here. So this is what I said. I didn't end up talking too much anyway. But look. I don't understand. That was some clear my face. You never came to the 60s. When you did that, you didn't do that in the 60s. Y'all didn't have a podcast in the 60s. You get what I'm saying? Come holler at us. I ain't finna be mad at you for, come holler at the hood though.
But you were locked up.
But bro hollering at the hood. Bro been hollering at the hood. You know what I'm saying? He been hollering at the hood. So
but
come holler at the hood.
You were locked up observing all this shit playing out, right?
I'm in the county at the time. So I'm hearing it. Now, mind you, I didn't came across Von, but I just did 4 years.
Right.
So Von was in and out of jail. So I done seen Von when I was down there in the O, all that shit, when I be going to Chicago and all that shit. I done came across him.
Okay.
But I don't know Von. So I heard the shit with Dirk and them going to jail. Then, you know what I'm saying? I'm tapped in. Hey, bro, you good? Hey, man, stay out of trouble, bro. I need you. You know what I'm saying? You the biggest thing living. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, baby. Nigga ain't gonna. I'm telling you, they got niggas like us that need you. Y'all stay out the way. Y'all made it. Don't do nothing else. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what type of homie I am. I don't want to see you killing nothing at that time. So now, off the rip, I ain't met you like that, but this my boy. You taking care of me. You doing while I'm in jail and all that. So off the rip, when he lose a close homie, but see, D-Thing was like my big brother too, though. Before all this shit and all that. So the D-Thing shit got a nigga dizzy. But if my boy lose a close homie, on the hood, that's my boy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
my boy. I'm not from BD. I'm from 60s. But you lose you my boy, like my ops, your ops at this point. You get what I'm saying?
I feel you. For sure.
That's just what it is.
So, okay, back in the timeline, you put out that Nasty Dealer 2 tape, and then how did things start moving? Because you got locked up not long after that, right? Or how long did this take?
Yeah, I dropped Nasty Dealer. I was bullshitting. I had a gang of money at the time. I had it probably like 300, 400,000. I just got a house in Porter Ranch in the gated community. So really, I was balling, and I wasn't taking care of my business. I should have been in the studio pushing that shit, whatever. So I dropped the project. I'm canceling video shoots because I got strippers at the house. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking up. Then I catch a case. I'm already fighting the case because the valet man backed my car into crash my Range Rover, and I'm drunk. I draw it down on his bitch ass nigga because he was talking about he wasn't gonna pay for it.
Where was this?
In Hollywood.
Okay.
Right, Front Street.
And you pulled out on the valet guy.
Put it in his mouth.
Oh no! Right on the street. Oh no! What the fuck? Holy shit!
Put it in the nigga. I'm like, damn. When I snap out, I'm like, fuck.
What?
But
and then the cops just come calling and they pull up.
It took like 6 months. I don't even know how they call because the car was in Kid Ink name.
Oh boy!
You know that's
shout out Kid Ink.
Yeah, shout out Ink. You know that's the backbone.
Yeah.
First and foremost, we talk about everybody else. My bad. Shout out to Big Dog. That's my backbone right there.
Yeah, because he was going crazy at the time.
Come on, man. And he was making sure that I was A1. That's my cousin though, but he was making sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
For sure.
Because a lot of people could have did what he was doing, but me and his music don't like translate. You can't really. I can't go on tour with Kid Ink and he's rapping about a fun time. And I'm rapping about dark, gloomy times. The crowd don't even understand where I'm coming from, but I'm still opening everywhere. I've been to 36 different countries.
Wow.
Or like 30. I've been gone. You feel me?
You've been all around the world like that?
Yeah.
Usually dudes like you have a felony early on, so they don't end up traveling the world.
You got a felony, but shit, you got to get caught. They got to find out you got a felony. I'm bucking.
Right.
I'm bucking. The only place I ain't tried that shit was Canada and Australia.
And they didn't let you in Canada?
I ain't even try to go. They say
okay.
they strict. You know what I'm saying? Once they see the tats on your face and shit, they be on your bumper. So I'm like, all right. But I have been everywhere in the UK, damn near everywhere in Europe, Africa, shit like that. I've been around this
Through Kid Ink, primarily? That's what you were touring with?
Yeah, you know, I got the bag gag on my face.
Okay.
That's big bro.
Damn. So you were dealing with that situation, and then you caught the valet situation, and then you caught another case on top of that?
Yeah, I caught another case. That's what I caught the case with Dub.
Okay, so this is one that happened like right down the street from my store while I'm at work. All of a sudden, Dub's hitting me up, telling me about this crazy ass shit. What can you say about all that?
They say Bricc was on some shit, huh?
That's what we heard,
What happened? So Dub didn't have nothing to do with it. I didn't have nothing to do with it. My snitch ass, bitch ass best friend, cuz I was hood, my day one cousin turned state over this shit.
For real?
Hey, you the hothead. You the one. Yeah, it was his third.
He was your best friend, and now you're calling him a snitch. I'm guessing he's not your friend anymore.
Hell no. Anybody tell you like we signed up for this shit, bro. So anybody tell, I got a cousin that told, and I don't even talk to. On the hood. If you short on your rent or something, you could call me, cause you get to call me talking tough and talking about drugs and you need a gun. And man, if you don't get the fuck out of here, you told on somebody, man. You need to stop being tough. You into the wrong shit. You need to go.
Yeah, you can never have a conversation about getting him a gun after that, right?
You told, bro. Like, I don't be tripping off of people that don't have no gang ties that told. You get what I'm saying? Because like you're a law-abiding citizen. When you're in trouble, you have to call 911. You can't call your homies.
Right.
So when a regular civilian tells, that you can't be mad at them. You get what I'm saying? But a motherfucker that's gang, oh no.
If I even choose to be friends with you, though, like to me, that means that I should not be fucking tattling on you, right?
Yeah, you ganged in. You friends with the mafia, nigga.
Right, yeah. If you're even going to say, hey, that's my boy, like I'm hanging out with him, then of course I shouldn't be talking, right?
So, but that's what I'm saying. But a motherfucker know that if a motherfucker didn't come from where you came from, there's certain shit you don't do in front of a nigga.
Yeah.
The only thing you could do is play defense when you're around. You don't go poking at your ops. You got squares with you. But if a nigga pull out a gun on you, you got to defend yourself. But that's the only time you do something where you got a square with you. You get what I'm saying?
So, okay, what I heard, and you can correct this, I heard that Bricc Baby pulled up to a location, a store, and I don't know if somebody owed you money or you had an issue with somebody did something. You pull up and start tripping, going crazy on the employee. And then I think somebody else maybe punched the employee in the face and he ended up being in a coma or something?
Nah, it's something like that, though.
Okay.
All right, so I went to jail for this shit already, so I don't even give a fuck. But look, we pull up. We on Melrose. I'm at Flight Club. I just buy some lean from somebody, then I bought some shoes. Ain't that it called Flight Club? What it's called? I'm at Flight Club. Yeah, whatever. I'm at Flight Club, and Perks be having nigga mouth dry. But we at Flight Club. I had bought a pint and some shoes. So the dude that worked there, that's my boy, but he socked my plug out, like the weed man. Like, nigga was giving me all the shit at the time. So he ended up knocking him out, cutting his face up and all that shit. So I'm like, man, you from New York, nigga. You out here doing too much. You get what I'm saying? It's all over a bitch, though. I didn't know that. But the fact that, just my folks. So I wasn't coming to hurt nobody. I'm not finna put my life on the line for nobody that ain't paying. You ain't paying for me to do that. But I'm like, I'm around the corner. Let me go pull up on him. So I got my weird nigga in the back seat that I grew up with, this bitch ass nigga. And I put out a video. I'm gonna drop that motherfucker again. I just did one it on my Instagram. I put out a video of him in the interrogation room crying and acting like a bitch too.
Oh boy.
But to say he in the back seat, boom. I'm like, man, I'm finna go over there. And D. Cozy, the artist, Cuz was on our case too. He was living with me at the time. That's my little bro. So Cuz was with me. So we pull around cause you know that shit right around the corner from Fight Club. So we pull up to Fight Club. Boom. The nigga, I see the nigga. I'm like, hey, check it out. I'm like, man, you can't be putting your hands on nobody. Like, bro, you know everybody knows somebody, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving him that. He get on the let's go outside. Come on. All right, let's go outside. But I'm thinking let's go outside like we finna get cracking. So I get on that. Nigga, bring your bitch ass outside, dude. Like, come on, bro. So when we go outside, I'm on him. Whoa, bitch ass nigga. So he like, no, I didn't want to lose my job. So while that commotion going on, them little seconds of miscommunication, this nigga that went back in the store and stole like 12 baby jackets. I look up, I got a pocket full of money. I got like at least 10, 15, probably a dub on me. I'm out. This one I was telling you, I'm living in Puerto Rico, so this like daily attire. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like 20, 30,000. So I'm out. I ain't worried about no damn bait. Like, you know what I'm saying? He go in that motherfucker, he shoot back out. All I see is somebody run, but you got to think I'm in a heated conversation right here. Somebody run right here. He run by me. Now, mind you, Dub, so hold on, before I even get to that part.
Dub just happened to see you, right?
Me and Dub just happened to pull up on Melrose together.
Right.
And he had some juice, I had some juice. I'm like, bro, I just bought a pint. Go get some pineapple sodas. He like, I'm finna go serve this nigga right here. You know, Dub was still in the street. I'm finna go serve this nigga some juice right around the building. So on the camera, it looked like Dub wouldn't case the joint for us.
Oh.
It looked like he circled the building and was the lookout.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, neighborhood crip, like 6 so when we go in, boom. All right, so Dub, he go get the Fantas. So I told Cuz go get the juice. I had some Wacky, he had some tech. So I'm like, we finna mix it. That's what we were doing at the time, 2 and 2. So we go in. I mean, so now I'm back to in front of the store. So my boy had went in. So when he go in, he shoot back out. So I see somebody run while I'm in a heated conversation. Nigga, whoa. And I see a nigga, boom. So I'm like, oh. So I see somebody chasing him now. But it don't click to me. So I immediately go for the, hold on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because this little Asian, he tripping. He chasing him. And he going, I'm like, hold on. I back both of them up. Like, boom. So the police try to say I pushed the man violently. But I don't touch him. They get into a whole fight. I'm telling you, I'm on camera, nigga, get that shit back. Like, what is you doing? Like, so it get heated. He end up knocking him out. But the dude had the little jiu-jitsu, taekwondo shit going on. He broke him down first. I'm like, never. Hey, so the homie had to get his get back. So that's what happened. He had to get his get back. Well, that ain't my homie no more. This bitch ass had to get his get back. So he knock him out. He hit the ground. He on top. I'm like, bro, get your dumb ass on. So now I ain't gonna leave my boy on the hood. I came up here with you, so I'm from the hood. So it ain't even clicking to me that we doing something illegal because it was just a little squabble, like a scuffle. Right. On the hood till he get in the car. You forget this is Melrose. No, till I forget he's got these jackets. Oh, right. So in the middle of that, Dub thirsty ass pick up a jacket.
He picked up one jacket just on some casual shit, right?
He finna get 13 years over a jacket. Because now you tied in with the Rolling 60s. Damn. He fucked this. You get what I'm saying? Now you tied in with the Rolling 60s. I ain't tell you. I don't even want to be a part of this event. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I just went to jail for some handbag ass, purse snatching ass shit. Right. You feel me? But so I'm the rapper on the scene. So he like, all right. Oh yeah, that's it was Bricc Baby. Everybody like it was Bricc Baby and his homeboys. So when they go Bricc Baby, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I ain't even finished. So the dude got up. Cozy ass. I guess Cozy trying to help my boy up. The Chinese dude tried to piece him up. Cozy hit the nigga with something so cold he ain't wake up to the next day. I don't think no nigga want to let Cozy still on him. Nigga not no blind side. Wow. That nigga hit that boy so hard, dude. You always, it sound like, you know, at the baseball park when the ball hit the bat, that impact, man. That's all you heard, man, with the sleep. I'm like, oh, it's ugly. So now they doing the Bricc Baby thing, they it was Bricc Baby, his homeboys, whoop, whoop. So the police look it up. They do the facial recognition, so I'm the only one with the shit. Then they do the facial recognition on the boy that told. You know what I'm saying? And they go find him. He had a court date or something. They go find him. But the reason how they got up on me, I had the rental car people had turned me in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Fuck. So that's how, like, a relatively simple, like, you know, assault / like stealing thing, but then once you throw on the gang label and it looks like a conspiracy to do this.
Now the roller 60. So now you doing gang indictment. You did it for to profit your gang. Y'all did this, but the boy was from West Boulevard. He wasn't even from my hood, but I grew up. That's where I grew up on Crenshaw and Jefferson and Adams. Remember I was telling you the other hood I grew up in, West Boulevard. That's my second hood. So yeah, he from over there. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, at the end of the day, that's how all the gang indictment, the gang allegation shit came off, because we ain't even from the same hood. So, yeah, little do y'all know, what are y'all talking about?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We benefiting what? So, they put the gang shit. So, my little brothers and them was fighting murders, too. Like, my little brother had just got picked up from the mansion for a murder. So, the whole time, the police, me and my little brother get into a so-called shootout, and 2014.
The thing in front of your mom's house?
Nah, this a whole nother one. But we was in the rental car that got shot. We ended up going to jail that night. They said we shot back, but we didn't. So it all got resolved. You know what I'm saying? From way back then, they knew that me and my brothers was tied in because he don't have no record. So that rental car that we had that day, and the fact that my house was right there, they fighting the murder. They like, oh, so that's what they do. He the one with the money. He the one that go do the shooting, and these the little niggas that surround him. So they go get up on the boy that was on the case with me, the snitch nigga. I ain't gonna never say his name, but the snitch nigga, they get up on him. They go interview him. He go give them everything they want. Oh, I know about the two brothers. So I'm, what the fuck is going on? That's why I was like, on that fourth day out, I'm like, that was my boy, my nigga, he snitching. Talk about murder, he in the wrong business. Let me talk to my lawyer. I can't be a witness. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about cuz. So, cuz go do that. So now they own me. They like, we know you know what's going on. Now, mind you, I ain't seen them since I've been in jail. They keeping us away from each other. So they can't keep everybody. So I end up falling in with my other bro that's on the case too. Boom. So I see the paperwork. I'm like, oh, that's why they keep coming to tell me to come tell on y'all. But your boy told on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, they did tell. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I was in jail for so long, because they like, I already was on probation. So they hold me for the violation. I have to do 2 years regardless. So I'm sitting in there, but when I expire that, what's up? Oh, we'll let you out right now. Time served. If you, man, this what y'all keep holding for? They like, well, you got to wait till he testify on this trial before y'all go to trial. And we not, if I would have pled guilty to the parole violation, to the probation violation, they would have said that I was guilty for this case. So they could have gave me whatever they wanted to. So I'm in a bind. I can't bail out, and I can't plead guilty for my probation in order to get a bail, because they could say, all right, well, you saying that you guilty of your violation, but your violation is case. So I was fucked up. Crazy. I never had a bill.
Wow. So you ended up doing 4 years?
Yeah, in the county.
And so the murders or whatever that they tried to put on you, that didn't turn into anything?
Nah, because they just was trying to get me to talk. I wasn't talking. I don't know nothing. I was out of town. I was with Ink. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So you had to go sit down for 4 years, and did you ever even go to trial during any of that?
So at the end, they knew that it was a bullshit case. So at the end, like, I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go to trial. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been sitting for too long, so let's go to trial. Dub was building the business up, so I kept waving time. He was doing an awful lot of cough syrup. He like, bro, I'm doing something. Like, here go 1,000, here go 2,000. Like, nigga, sit back, let me do this.
And I keep seeing,
I'm like, all right, gang, you already know.
Keep seeing him going to court on his story, and he's alluding to it and talking about, like, I'm doing all this shit, but I also have this shit hanging over my head.
He was fucking with Pump, going out of town. He was doing all the shit that I had did before. So that's why I was being a real nigga. Like, bro, you ain't never been out the country. You ain't never been, and do your shit. Like, I'm already in here. I'm not gonna rush you to take time, because we both gonna be doing time. You get what I'm saying? So that's what the nigga was on. Then that shit just started. Like, that EDD wave came. I guess since all them all them stores were shut down and he was booming.
Yeah.
And the design, everybody fuck with the cough syrup. So, you know.
lot of people benefited from the PPP loans.
Yeah, but I don't even think that's the only thing he benefited was that he had he wasn't scamming nothing. You know what I'm saying?
He got the kind of
He got the
customers that
money.
gonna come straight to him.
And then it's like, oh, we can't buy jeans right now, but he got them Dickie suits right now. He got them sweatsuits. Like, we can't go to Neiman's, we can't go nowhere, so we got to find a brand right now while everything's shut down. Everybody ain't buying clothes offline. Nigga want to get fresh right there. I hate shopping online.
Yeah.
I'm not, man. I'm trying to put that shit up. Fuck, I'm ordering it for.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's gonna fit if I buy that shit online.
Man, period.
I'm
It's
a
too
big
much
guy.
with that.
That's tough.
It's too much with that.
Nah,
And yeah, and I ain't into sharing my card numbers with nobody.
I mean, you and Dub both like have pretty crazy stories in terms of just being dudes from the hood in LA who are able to go way outside of and interact with people from different places and somehow turn that into a movement that went way beyond LA.
Yeah, that you know, it's all about networking. That's why I be telling little niggas, like, I met a lot of people that I'm dealing with right now, nigga, fucking around at Clark at the campus. So it's like, even if you go to college just to go get out and learn that it's another world on the other side of you know what I'm saying? Like, I learned early. So while I'm sliding out there, then I'm with the niggas. I'm with Meech and them. So it's like, shit. I'm with Meech, I'm with shit, let's get cracking. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I met a lot of people. Motherfuckers remember my face from way back then. I was me and Roscoe, Pee Wee Roscoe, the GOAT, the one that just got out. That was with Thug and them. We was the youngest two niggas around.
It's pretty crazy. Well, nobody likes being in prison or county jail, but for you, how bad was it in terms of just being there? How much do you hate being there? Or did you just kind of at a certain point get used to it and just get into the groove?
I mean, it's like a family reunion after a while. It's like a nigga don't want to be in jail, period.
Right.
But a motherfucker don't got no smut on his name. I ain't never did no bitch ass shit, and I'ma fight. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about all that. So, it's like, and then all my niggas that I ain't seen, they fight murders and all that, so we in there. Like, after a minute, it's just gang. Like, once you get told in, wake up, bust down, fuck with the homies, 6-0. That's the end of the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't do nothing else. I don't have no way out.
Right.
I had to make my way in there, but then a nigga talking to the bitches in there, you know, a nigga bumped up on the cell phone. And, yeah, I'm the only, I ain't too many niggas ever been to LA County Jail and got a cell phone.
Really?
Ever.
Yeah,
It's like 5 niggas I know ever.
Compare doing years in the county jail to doing years in prison.
It's like I just did 10.
It's that much crazier.
It's all the young niggas off the streets. It ain't no rules right there in the pen. Everybody got to live there. You got niggas that's coming in for 10 days, going home. You got niggas, so it's all the niggas that just popped at your homeboy. So every day, soon as that door open, new fish line. Where you from? Oh yeah, neighborhood crib. You got phase. Come on, we to the back. On the hood. Oh, or shit, it could be on you. Nigga, it could be on you. I walked into the enemy dorm at like 2 a.m.
By accident or
nah,
why?
Hell no. They transferred me for medical.
Oh, wow.
I was out, you know, we got 2 facilities. So I'm way away side. I way out there like by Valencia, Six Flags. They got a little facility out there that they got downtown. So they call my name. I get a tooth pulled. So they call my name, boom. I come down. So when you go to the county, you don't know where you going, and they don't do all that. Niggas think they put you with your gang and all that shit. That's out. They put you wherever it's a bed at. And if your name pop through it, you one of them niggas that's causing records, they gonna put you where all your enemies at. You feel me?
Right.
So I get there like 2 a.m. They transfer me down there. I'm in a holding tank. They like, you going to the 5,000 floor? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, all right. It ain't no homies on the 5,000 floor, but in the school dorm, ain't no neighborhoods, period. It's all enemies. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, say less. But if you turn around, that go on your record as a gangbanger. That's called a roll up. You roll it up, you might as well go PC, man.
Wow, really?
You getting DP. They whooping your ass. The homies, you gotta whoop it. Cause look, you doing all this on the streets and you big 6-0, you big this. Nigga, this where this shit count at.
Because like the gang shit don't really matter as much once you're in the prison. But when you're in county, it still totally matters.
Totally matters.
Everything.
Like when you in a pen, Crips really don't fight Crips. In the county, we fighting Crips.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then if you ain't from like the neighborhood card or whatever, and somebody outside that card want to fade, you don't get no head up fade. and it's already set in stone. So once you get off on the homie, you know it's about to be a melee. You know it's a melee.
So
you know it's about to.
When they bring you and drop you off on the enemy floor, do you immediately have to start fighting, or how do they receive you there?
So, but see, now I'd have been in the county for like 2 years at the time, 2.5 years. So when already, then my little bro that was on the case was in there, the one that was in the jail for the murder, but he sleep. So when I bounce in, they like, where you from? I'm like, man, I'm Lil Shitty from 6 But see, I play fair. So some of them enemies that was in there had been in dorms where we had them outnumbered. And I gave them niggas 2 fades. We ain't packing you out. We ain't gonna run you 10 fades. Nigga, you come here, you get 2 fades on 6
So 2 fades is light.
That's regular. It's
Okay.
2 fade minimum. Like, nigga, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could, if you know them, you just give them 1 fade. But if you an enemy, you got to fight. It just is what it is. You got 2 fades. If it's 2 different people in there from your enemy, yeah, you got them too.
It's like no hard feelings, but we got to fight a little bit real quick.
It's business, because you going to be my boy after that.
Really?
We got to live together. So, unless you just one of them niggas that, if you were there for killing one of my homies, we finna whoop you out, stab your ass right there at the door. We ain't even finna play with you.
There probably is shit like that, though. You ever been that when you're like in there and you're like around somebody who really actually did some foul shit you can never forget about?
Hey, you know, they get bust though. We stab it. We ain't playing like that. We get your ass up out of there. Or we let you get comfortable. All right, give him 2 fades. All right, your bed right there. As soon as he go to sleep, we.
Oh boy. God damn. What are you thinking about while you're in there? Like, what are you thinking I'm gonna do when I get out? 'Cause how long you been out now? Like a couple weeks?
Nah, I've been out for some months now.
Oh, okay.
For a couple months. But what was the question?
Like, what are you thinking about when you're laying in bed, thinking about what you're gonna do when you get out? What did you want at that point?
When you find out, see, the whole time I was there, I didn't know when I was getting out. So once I found out I was getting out, I had some hours to prepare. Like, I knew, because look, I was in LA and they transferred me to Vegas. I had a case in Vegas too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I ended up playing out time served to that.
What was that case? What the hell are you doing in Vegas, bro? You making moves.
Look, man, that case was crazy too. Like, my boy, I had just got the house in like Porter Ranch, and we went to Vegas for Memorial. Inc. had a show at like, not at Encore, but by the Venetian or some shit right there. So we go out there, and I told my boy stay at the house. He just came back with a gang of money. I'm like, nigga, stay at the house. Like, you got all the money from what we doing. Like, just stay over there. And I'll be back in a couple days. So I'm asleep. He called me one night like, hey, I'm out there. I'm in Vegas. We at the strip club. I'm like, you bitch ass nigga. I'm like, all right, don't trip. I ain't coming out tonight, but I see, you know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping like that. It's my boy. So I'm like, he just don't listen. But now I got the backpack on. I got $200,000 in my backpack. So we riding around. So it's time for him to go back. So he comes over. He thinks he has my backpack. He has it's both our money in there. So he has the backpack in the trunk. This nigga hits the lock button. Thinks he hits the lock button, but he popped the trunk.
Oh boy.
So mind you, all this is on tape. A prostitute bitch come downstairs, but I know, like, where I'm staying at, it's one of my bitches' house, so she be getting into it with the prostitute bitches across the hall. So I see who it is on the camera, so I'm immediately, I get on demon time. That's 200,000. So you already know, I get to go in 007. I'm slashing all the tires in the building so they can't pull off. So as soon as they get to the car, it's up. But it was another black girl that was walking, and I thought they was with her. So I did, bitch, get over here. Ooh, whoop. And she was the leasing office manager.
Oh, no. Oh, boy.
So I got a deal. I got a good deal for that. They just, money works. Miracles.
Wow. That's crazy. So you didn't lose the 200,000?
Nah, I never got that back.
Oh, you didn't?
Because all the commotion, they got to tell on me. And I'm supposed to tell them I had 200,000 cash. Like, I'm trying to tell them, but it's like, I got up out of there. No, that's what happened. Once the people seen and I start hearing the commotion, like, I'm like, oh, it's police involved. Like, I get on.
Right.
So when I get on, like, I think the girl who house I was at, we had got into it not too long. I think she went and told him, like, I don't know his name. His name Bricc Baby. So once this case pop up with Bricc Baby, they link the cases.
Okay.
So I end up, So they really never caught me there. They never. So it was a whole lot of shit they had to dismiss down. You know what I'm saying? But they sent me to Vegas. So I ended up doing 30 days in Vegas before I got out. So I don't know if I'm fit to be doing more time or not. So I'm just sitting there. That's why, I tried to hit you when I was in there.
Yeah.
We were supposed to do a podcast right before I left. I tried to hit you, but you like, you out? I'm like, I don't got no date.
Yeah.
I don't know when I'm coming over. I'm just checking in.
There's been multiple times where we're supposed to do this.
Let's do this shit on live from the cell or something.
Oh, right, because you're all right,
yeah. That's why I was like, but I'm like, fuck it, I don't want to go. I don't want them taking my phone. I had to start thinking,
God damn, that's fucking crazy. Yo, I just got to ask this because I'm curious. Did you see my boy C-Mac the Loc while you were in county?
That's my dog. 5'5" Creed. Okay. 6'0". He's so bullshit.
Yeah?
That's my boy. He came into the enemy dorm. Oh, Rolling 60s, the same dorm that I was in. Cuz come through the door.
Right.
So mind you, that night I make it fast though. I bounce in there. Where you from? Rolling 60s. Nigga, I'm from Inglewood family. I'm from Woo Woo Brams. I'm from BPS. I'm from Woo Woo Bloods. Then it's like the Denver Lanes in there. Like, I'm from Denver Lanes. Woo Woo. You ain't got to worry about nothing, blood. Because we fuck with the Denver Lanes.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? We both beef with the Hoovers. We damn near got the same enemies. You know, the gangsters and the Hoovers and the Bloods that clicked up against the neighborhoods in jail.
Yeah.
The Sewell moving and growing.
Okay.
So on the hood, outside of that, it's it's just us in the lanes. You feel me? And they beef with the Hoovers too. So we ain't buddy like that, but it's you know what I'm saying? We got to ceasefire. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand it.
Right.
So he like, you ain't got to worry about nothing. Woo, woo. My nigga from Brams, like, I done already been with him. He was he was outnumbered with me. So that nigga like, whoa, like, shit, he straight. He gonna get 2. Because they was trying to run me like 10 fades.
Wow.
6-0. So they got
in
mad.
a row?
I was like 235 though. That's what they was gonna have to do.
I did notice you came out looking kind of brolic.
Yeah. I was in there hammering shit. So that's what they was gonna have to do. They was gonna have to run at least 5
right
on the hood because it was only the nigga that was my size. He was a little bit. He about 280, but I was just with cuz, and he know how I'm programmed. He know I don't just be beating motherfuckers up and doing them bad for no reason. So he gave me a pass, like, all right, he gonna get 2. So I go back there and do my shit. I had to wake my boy up. It was all the commotion. I'm like, where you got your knife? Like, nigga, well, give me your knife. Understand? I'm back there squabbling with the knife strapped to a nigga nuts. Wow. What? Man, I ain't going back there, man. You don't know what's gonna happen in them cases, man.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Because C-Mac, he came back with the tooth missing, and
he went after me. So the first time, before C-Mac even got famous, he was with me. I've been knowing C-Mac for a minute.
Okay.
So before that little viral shit been going on, he was in there with me from like December of 2019. No, like September 19 to like December 19. Cause I had switched dorms because it got hot. I had to switch my phone, so I moved I was in there for 7 months with all the enemies. But he came in and he got all the tats and all that.
Everybody hood disrespected on him.
So I got him too though, but he got some shit. But see, now you a big nigga and you coming in there, so now you in there with all brims. He from the 50s. The 50s and the 6 dudes brims. I'm in the 6 dudes brim dorm. So they get into it with the brims more than us. Even though we right there in the 60s, they damn near ain't no busy streets in between there. So, man, they try to, but I bounce back there with him though. They give him 2 fades, then they trying to run him off. I bounce back, man, ain't none of that. Like on 6-0, nigga, we finna make this motherfucker, we finna go up. Cuz on 6-0, cuz straight. On the hood, well, cuz can't sleep here. On Rolling 60s, nigga, cuz sleeping here. On the set, it is what it is. Like, you feel me? It's one of them situations. Cuz like, damn, cuz like, ask him about me. He gonna tell you.
I got it. I'm looking forward to hearing about you.
Yeah, I ain't doing no lying. Don't just say. He gonna tell you.
That's one dude that I interviewed, and he stays in touch, man. He hit me with a voicemail every day, just being like, "Hey, Mr. Adam, I hope you having a good day."
Ways. Yeah, I used to 3. Hey, mama. You know his voice. I used to do his 3 ways and shit on the hood. I used to have him. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't having no money, cuz he a real good nigga, but he wasn't having no money, especially when you in jail. Shit, your people got to take care of them bills and what's going on. So I just happen to be blessed with a cool little support team. You know, my bitch, and then all the little supporting cast, those side bitches, all that shit. It take a village to raise a nigga in jail. Your bitch can't even be mad that you hitting more bitches for money at that point.
Yeah, because, one thing that, like, when I was listening to you back in the day, I don't know if I really picked up on it, but when I listen to your shit now that I know a lot more about the LA street shit or whatever, is like, and I'm curious to know, like, if your opinion on this has changed, but I was watching interviews with you, I was listening to music, you were being, like, very disrespectful to a lot of different neighborhoods in LA, and I just wonder, has that changed over the years at all, or where was your mentality at that time?
I grew up, but it's still fuck 'em. I'm just older. I grew up. That shit, you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas dying for that internet shit right now, man. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never been in the name distance, but you know what it is. I'm from Rolling 60. Fuck everything that's against it.
Right.
Our hood, we damn near EBK anyway, so you know what's up. Nigga, your hood, nigga, these tattoos ain't changing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas know what's at it. The hood, and then certain areas ain't even like us. That's why when you hear me say Inglewood and all that, nigga, y'all niggas ain't like us, nigga, at all. At all. Y'all niggas is nothing like the 60s. Period.
But so you've fallen back a little bit. You try not to be as aggressive with that.
I just don't be aggressive. Like I leave that for my young niggas. They doing what they doing. They age did. You feel me? That's what was going on. I was in the trenches. Like that's what I was doing. I done fed down on the hood. You know what I'm saying? You a gang banger, gang member, whatever it is. I'm gonna be a banger to the end. You know what I'm saying? The member is just a motherfucker who decide to be around. The banger is a nigga who's involved. But
you don't ever want to be just a member?
Listen, your involvement don't have to be shooting every day.
Right.
You just got to make sure that you play a part in raising the fruits. I'm the positive big homie. They come around me, I'm going to tell you everything, what to do not to go to jail. But I'm not finna turn my back on you little niggas. And it is what it is. Like I said, nigga, it's still fuck everything against it. Period.
I feel you.
I know.
So, I mean, Nip passing while you were locked up must have been the craziest shit ever.
Ever.
Especially if you knew the person who was associated with this.
Yeah, that was the craziest shit. That was some shit. Like I ain't gonna elaborate. You just gotta respect that.
Yeah, that's cool.
But
I feel you.
at the end of the day, both them niggas is something like my brothers. You get what I'm saying? We just ain't the same blood. Like so, it's gonna be hard for me to accept another nigga after you done killed my boy. You get what I'm saying? Cause you know that's my boy, and it could have went different. You could have handled shit different. Period. So, you know what I'm saying? Like. And that's just that. Cuz didn't tell on nobody, and that's the only thing I'm going to say. Everybody trying to call him a snitch. That was some false information that was going around.
Really?
So, but I ain't going to elaborate on that. Nip my dog, that shit hurt a nigga, because then when I found out who it was, it choked the nigga up. I lost two of my good people at one time. And you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you killed the face of the hood. Nigga, he's the one that got the hood going crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you don't know what type time somebody's in, what they own in their head when you approach people. You gotta remember, like, niggas ain't out here thinking right when they don't got no money. A motherfucker just, jealousy kicks in. Shit like that kicks in. You know what I'm saying? That shit, and you got a killer instinct. It's like the only way I could beat him. You know what I'm saying? The only way certain people could beat the elite, nigga, is by killing them. They'll never be like you. That's why I don't want to do no interviews about Nip. That was my, nigga, I got A and B on my face. Nigga, we got it the same day. Nigga, I'm not doing no interviews about Nipsey.
Is that what people always want to talk to you about now?
Yeah, you know how many people hit me about that shit? And then trying to say, can you get Eric to talk? Like, well, no, nigga. No. I'm not involved with that. I lost my homeboy. That shit ain't no check that can fulfill that.
Damn. All right. So after all this shit, though, you get out. You've been out for a few months now. Where's your mind at in terms of, like, because you waited 4 days to put a record out.
Yeah.
Instead of the first day out, you the fourth day out.
Yeah, because I had to spend time with my kids.
Okay.
I had to spend time with my kids first, so I didn't go to the studio as soon as I got out.
Was that a hard decision, though? Or do you want to get back to normal a little bit before you rap?
It was, because I'm like, damn, I got to do a first day out. I'm a rapper. Then I'm like, I just did 4 years away from my kids, so I ain't even post on Instagram. I just went and picked up all my kids and we was ganging. We was, you know what I'm saying, having fun, catching back up. My daughter got titties now.
Oh boy.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's some shit going on.
That's gonna be
You know
a
what I'm
weird thing to come
saying?
back to. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
You're all grown
daughter,
up.
What?
God damn.
Yeah, she got her own opinion and shit. I'm like, okay, but that's
Oh,
my best
God.
friend. I always told her since she was a kid, like, you my best friend. So I never get on her ass, but I just had to, you know what I'm saying, get to know my kids, see what was going on, you know what I'm saying, inspect my bitches, make sure there ain't no size 13s in there.
That's a good idea.
Hey,
too,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Make sure there ain't been no bad dingoes running through this motherfucker.
Oh my God, this dude, you're too funny.
Yeah,
Holy
man. But yeah,
shit.
no, then I went to the studio. I didn't write nothing when I was in jail. I wrote some shit. I still ain't even rapped it yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be rapping about jail in every song. So that's why I really didn't write a lot. I ain't really want to cry about jail, but you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's what's selling. Motherfuckers probably do want that. But I
Some
do
of
got
it,
I
but-
got some pain shit, whatever. But I've been on that real shit. That's all I do. So anything I rapped about, nigga, damn near I ain't gonna rap about no real situations because I know what happened. But you know what I'm saying? I didn't lived it out. You know what
sure.
I'm saying? I done seen it.
So, how's life now?
It's great. Life's straight. I just bought 5 cars last week.
5 cars?
Yeah. And then fuck you, cause I just spent about 3,000 just to come up here to come sit in front of your camera.
Why 3,000? Where were you at? Oh, you're getting fresh. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You done bust me down. I just came back from out of town. I ain't trying to spend this money. I start doing like the little nigga investment shits. Excuse my language, but I got a couple Airbnbs and a gang of cars with Toro and shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just been as soon as I came home, I got out my deal with Def Jam. I had signed with Def Jam while I was gone.
Really?
I'm gonna smoke a cigarette on TV for
Let's
you.
go crazy,
On your podcast. I don't even.
Keep it real.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it all
You
the way
signed
real.
with them while you were locked up, and then you got out of it by the time.
I signed with Steven Victor.
Look at him peeling the fucking filter off. Okay.
Yeah.
That's gangster. All right. Were you doing that before you got locked up, or you always been doing that?
I started smoking down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Steven Victor, you signed with him?
I signed with Steven. So Blood Pop, the producer Blood Pop, he's like he's like an EDC. He's just a pop producer, you know what I'm saying? He got rap shit and all that. But like I was fucking with Blood Pop and DJ Snake and Skrillex and them before I left. That's why I always had that EDM type shit. I always would go back to Brodinsky.
Because you were popping during the sort of like EDM wave that was kind of going
that
into rap
wave,
music.
Yeah, that was like I kind of started that wave. Like me and Pablo Juan and them, like we
Yeah.
started that shit. Like I wouldn't say mainstream, but that underground, like yeah, we gave them that. And the motherfucker, like I had to part ways with BMC and all that shit just due to some other shit. You get what I'm saying? So I stopped with that. But my manager, he manages DJs.
Okay.
So Blood Pop and all them. So he signed to Def Jam or whatever the case is, and we were already in the works of doing it before I left, and we locked it in. And Steven Victor left and COVID hit, and they start clearing out their roster. But the whole time I'm in here, I'm like, y'all not gonna drop nothing? Like Draco dropping this shit, dude. I was in there with shout out my boy. You know what I'm saying? Him and Ralphie, them my niggas. Catchy,
you were in there
rest
with them
peace.
too?
Catchy, that's my boy. Like
my
I was
God.
gonna sign Catchy when I came home, cause now I got
Rest
action
in
that.
peace.
Yeah, I got action at signing people through the new little shit that I got.
Man, I would love
going
to see
on.
a photo of y'all kicking it in there. That'd
Man,
be crazy.
what we was in there going crazy too. Yeah,
Fuck.
Draco. I was with him when he first came in. It was just a pistol case, and then it turned into a murder while we was together.
Right.
Yeah.
And thank God he's fucking killing it right now and making moves, and seems like he made it past all that.
He doing good.
Yeah.
But you know the streaming shit. See, I didn't know what was going on. So now, if you got your money up, you could pay for your own ads and shit. You could be your own label.
Yeah.
And the motherfucker wasn't giving us that type of game before. And I think that this shit with George Floyd and all the Black Lives Matter shit, it kind of did work for us. Not even if the white people didn't catch on, at least it got all the blacks that's getting money on the same page.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I ain't come out dissing and all that shit. It's like, cuz it's bigger than that right now. Like, we try to show them that we are superior. And it's not, and you being white fucking with black people, you know. So it's like, nigga, we cool. We don't fuck with white people and all that. We don't hate white people or nothing like that. So that ain't the case. It's all like, let's make them respect us as a superior. Like, nigga, we the same as y'all. Like, we could do the same shit. Stop blocking us out. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be saluting my little nigga, Lil Baby. He going crazy and he keeping it little black. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now black people is all fucking with each other, so they giving each other game. It was to the point to where if you over there on that side, I'm not giving you no game on how I'm making money. I'm not gonna plug you with the distro company that I'm fucking with, or I'm not gonna, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Now a nigga know, like, oh, this what was going on the whole time. Like, all right, let's do it. So that's what I'm on now.
For sure, yeah.
And I got a pop-up tape coming.
Really?
6 bricks to re-up. Then me and Gunna got Bricc Baby Blue Jesus coming out in September.
Really?
Yeah, me and Gunna just did a project, so.
Because I was wondering, yeah, like how much have you tapped in with a lot of these people that you were fucking with heavily before that?
I just ain't had my phone, like, so, like, I've been in jail, so I ain't no picture nigga like that no more. I be with the gang every day down there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm tapped in with everybody still. Like, as soon as I came home, Dirk flew me to Houston, the James Harden house.
Oh, really?
Me, Lil Baby, Dirk, Beat Bills, all that shit.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We was going up right there. Then, he flew me to the A. We did some songs. Me and Gunna, you know, me and Slime for sure. Me and Longway, we recording. Me and Longway finna drop a project, though. We just trying to find, like, the one to put out as I just want to drop this shit that we gonna put out like a real single.
So you and Longway never stopped being cool even when you changed your name?
From MPA Shitro?
Yeah.
No, like when I start rapping for real, they told me that I couldn't have no Shitty or Shitty Montana in my name or nothing like that or something. It wasn't gonna be good for them. So they was like, change your name. I ain't had nothing to do with us.
Okay.
That's why in my bio it still say MPA Shitro.
Okay.
Yeah. We got into it a couple. That's my brother. We always get into it, but we straight.
Right.
We always been straight. We bump heads, and I ain't finna, you know, I ain't riding your wave, nigga. Oh, fuck you did. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is.
Did you know Gunna back in the day? Because you talking about, like, bringing Crippin' to Atlanta and shit.
Yeah. So, Gunna Hood is on the south side. So, I knew Nietzsche. Southside Nietzsche, the what that's. So, I knew Nietzsche first, and his brother Mark. Like, Gunna, like, big homie from down there. And, nigga, he came around, he was MPA first. All them niggas was MPA first.
Yeah.
And then, you know, long way to get off the Molly and be talking crazy to people. And everybody can't stomach that. You know what I'm saying? Me and him both got that bad. We just start talking crazy and shit. But a nigga mean it. Motherfucker ain't finna be around the spot stealing or sitting around. Nigga, you niggas better, you know what I'm saying, do something. But I don't think that happened with Gunna. But as far as, like, Duke and a couple people, like, we all was all the same shit anyway, MPA, YSL. Motherfuckers just start flocking the Thug more because he was cooler. He was more, you know what I'm saying? He don't get high out of his mind and be like, get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So everybody started being at Thug studio more, and then Thug started taking off, and then it just turned, everybody was YSL. He got that label deal and gave everybody about $50,000 a piece to sign. So,
right.
And didn't nobody have nothing at the time, so shit. That was the first wave of the homie breaking bread. I could have signed the YSL back then too. Right. When he first got that shit, but I'm like, you know, I know when you start popping, you regret shit like that. So I take that loss, but it really was a boost though. See what it did for him. Right.
Yeah, and I'm sure all those dudes got a lot of respect for you keeping it real during this whole time period that you were away and shit.
Man, you already know they was buying me. Gunna bought my phone. Slime and them, they, you know how it go. Yeah, they tap in with they like they kept it real. If you don't see me with the people like that did the niggas that didn't keep it real, you see I ain't been with them. And I be with you and I ain't posting no picture. You know, I'm fresh out. You know, you supposed to get your rapper pictures up. I'm stiff. Hey, get out my face. Like, what up? All right, hey, I'm home, bro. Then I'm gone. Like I seen Pluto. Pluto was happy to the motherfucker when he said me and Future got some shit coming.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, he was excited. I was surprised how excited he was when I came home. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like when motherfuckers, I'm not the type that get mad at you with just it says, so you take off and go over there, like, shit, I'm watching you, Instagram, keep us close. Like, nigga, I don't really need nothing. You know what I'm doing. Shit, you want to throw something this way or, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then some people, I don't even want you getting involved with no illegal shit. Not with my illegal shit, like when I was illegal. You get me?
For sure.
Yeah.
You were like really known for, you know, like I said, like doing a lot of drugs, mixing a lot of drugs. Have you fell back on that to some extent?
Yeah, you could tell in my music too. I don't pop Xans no more.
That's a good
It's
idea.
a gang of fentanyl shit going around this motherfucker, so I'm not trying to, but like I fuck with the old people I've been fucking with that get prescriptions when I do want to get high. I fuck around, like I'm on probation, so I don't do no drugs.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? I don't mix like that, but I will though. It depends on how I'm feeling. Like I'm perky Xan lean, I'm perky nigga weed lean. That's the combination every day. I can't rap without perks.
Really?
Yeah. And I think I got addicted to perks when I got shot in my neck. So
When was that?
I got shot in my neck 2010.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Bad?
Yeah, I was paralyzed for like 6-7 months.
What the fuck?
Hell yeah. I fractured my spine, but the crazy part is they didn't want to do a surgery to like try to straighten my shit because like I had like, I wasn't fully paralyzed the whole time. For like 3 weeks I couldn't move at all. But I kept lying, like saying I could feel my feet when they was, well, they thought I was lying, the doctor, but I could feel it a little bit, but I couldn't feel it like that, but it wasn't just the pressure, like, you know how like when you numb and you try to touch something and you know you touching it, but you can't feel it.
Yeah.
It was like a little different than that. So I'm telling them like I could feel my shit. They like, well, we gonna do surgery so we can have you in the wheelchair. Well, we can't have you in the wheelchair with your shit broke like that. So I'm like, man, I can feel my legs. Like I'm lying. I'm like, you talk about a wheelchair forever. I'm like, cuz. Then, like 3 weeks later, I'm watching TV with my mom in the hospital room, and then like nigga, I put my knees up, like I moved my legs to like watch TV to get comfortable. And she like, what the fuck did you just do? I'm like, oh shit. That's
Yeah.
I start moving after that.
You
but
feel
I still
fine
was in
now?
there. Yeah, I'm straight. Like my hand,
That's a
I
blessing.
barely could move my hand. Like I can't move that motherfucker like that. But like it fucked up my motor skills in my right hand. That's probably the only thing. Like I got nerve damage down my whole right side. But
Right.
other than that, I'm straight. I
That's
can
a
fight.
blessing.
I mainline. You know what I'm saying? All that shit.
Wow. Thank God.
Yeah.
So, are you thinking of signing again, or are you putting together a game plan for this project that you're talking about?
So, I got a distro through Foundation Media for one project. They gave me some money though. They gave me some cool little money for me and Gunner project.
Okay.
They gave me like a couple $100,000, and just for one project. Then I got like a little publisher situation. I signed a couple deals, but I'm about to see what this do, and then I'm gonna go sign again because I know I could go get some money. But the way that this stream shit going, I might as well beat it down till they ready to pay me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you still haven't had like a project like on streaming services that you've been able to actually see how much money you can bring in a period of time, right?
I haven't. And I got enough money to do what I got to do behind my project this time. So, you know what I'm saying? Blue Jesus is here. Blue Bricc Baby here. But see, I've been on my Birdman shit, like QC shit, so I got the score game. You know what I'm saying? I got my little day. I got New Jack coming. We got Ray. They coming. You know what I'm saying? They all finna drop their project. I'm pushing that 100%. I got other little dudes I'm trying to sign right now, so it's good. It's good right now, yeah. I'm trying to find like somebody that I don't really want nobody that's fully popping right now. I just want like development. I develop artists. You know, I got the ear for that shit. Like I feel like I got the ear. I've been doing that shit. You got to think I was believing in Thug before that shit was even cool.
Right. Yeah, I mean, for somebody who's been listening to your music for like a long ass time, that would be a beautiful thing to see you actually really making a fucking comeback at this point, being through all that shit.
Yeah,
that would be
that's
amazing.
what I'm saying. They stopped me right when it was about like, when they said, I'm like, damn, they robbed me. I was sitting in there like, they robbed me. And I'm 30 plus now. I just crossed the line. So now it's like, all right, but I'm still with the young niggas though. I'm still doing, you know what I'm saying? I'm still doing my thing.
When you still a fresh face, you know? A lot of music shit, it's like if they seen you for years and years, maybe
And
they're
then
not going to think
fell
you're like a
off,
new
and then
artist.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, I'm still a new artist. So I bounce back as the new artist category, but you already know, like, you know, it's a gang of people I'm rocking with. You know what I'm saying? It's a gang of like, I want to do some shit with Bobby. I want to do some shit with Bobby Smurder and my boy Rowdy. like the New York. Like I fuck with all the New York Crips, I bet, but they starting to come out here more and fuck with it. So I'm gonna start fucking with. I've been doing some different shit. I got some shit on some drill beats, all type of shit.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of crazy because like Thug and Dirk were both doing good when you left, but now they're like
Great.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. They Thug and Dirk. I'm like, wow. Like even with Baby, like
And Baby,
I was on the phone with one of my girls, and I'm like, man, they like, yeah, Baby and Gunna, they just dropped some shit with Drake and this, that, and the other, and I'm like, what? I'm like, who you talking about? I'm like, you talking about Lil Baby and Gunna? Like, I'm like, what they got? Like, the Drake just looking out. I'm like, what they got, about 30,000 followers apiece? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause we just left. I think Gunna just was taking off. Drip season had just started going crazy, so he might have been out of our little clique that was just rapping like he was the one that was taking off first, because Metro was fucking with him heavy. That's Lil Bro too. He been fucking with me from the start. My first whole tape was like Metro Woman. So I think Gunna started taking off, and then he was with Playboy Cardi and shit. You remember that little wave, him, Pablo Juan, Playboy Cardi, then fucking I left. I'm like, they like, no, these niggas got millions of followers. They going platinum. I'm like, who? Because I've been in the county the whole time.
Yeah.
So they only playing the shit that's on the radio. So I didn't get to hear all the shit like that got them to where they was at until I got out. And I took time, like every other day I go to their shit, go to their old shit, play it so I could like, oh, okay, I can see where you know? Like I do homework with the music shit, so.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just happy to see you free and out here doing your thing, man. I'm like very optimistic for the comeback.
Yeah, you already know. Well, I dropped 4th day out. I'm about to drop 25/8, my vlog from Atlanta this week. I'm gonna be in their face like every week for like the next couple months. So you already know. Be looking out for Bricc Baby, Blue Jesus, 6 Brick to re-up. We got a Score Gang mixtape coming out, and shit, that's how we rocking.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Proud of you, man. I'm proud you made it through all this shit.
Good looking, man. A lot of motherfuckers fold. A lot of motherfuckers tap out, but you know, you got to be bred, right?
This is a legendary interview right here.
Man, good looking.
For the people who know, this is some legendary shit.
Yeah, man. You already know, man. I'm trying to. We got to get these corporate people to understand that I'm like innovative, man.
They're gonna know, man. They follow behind the hot artists right now. You got all these hot ass artists who show you love.
You already know. So this game, you already know. It's always a pleasure to fuck with you. So whenever you need me, you already know.
My man, shit's real.
You already know.
Legendary.
Hey.
I appreciate you, dog.
You already know. Yep.
Much love. Bricc Baby, Shitro. Shout out to the YouTube crew. Shout out to the Patreons who are on the screen right now. Like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you support my guy's shit when it drops.
Yeah, man. Follow me. Bricc Baby. You know what I'm saying? I got a jumper, though, because I'm shooting shit. But we own no jumper. You know what I'm saying? We own some shit. We out this motherfucker.
He said it. Appreciate you, G. Much love.
Yeah.